What's up, guys? So we have a couple fish we got to move today. We've got this goonch, this PAIRAEBA, that blue azul, and we're going to actually move them up to a larger tank, get them out of quarantine. We've been having these guys, you know, cohabitate now for about a week. I am comfortable with these guys together. Now we got to put them in a peaceful tank, yet a tank large enough that they can actually put some size on and that I actually feed every day. So the perfect tank that is the 580 gallon with the Australian lungfish, Mr. Lone Star, and a couple other cool, awesome fish in that tank. So let's go ahead and move these guys. All right, but before we do, I gotta bring you down here. We gotta move a couple of other fish. Move this stuff out the way. So, we've got this ballast shark here. You guys, if you've seen the reel, maybe you haven't, but I told you, we're not the only people who can grow monster-sized fish. This is a massive, and I mean massive, ballast shark. You look behind you, and them are some pretty damn big ballast sharks. But this guy golfs them in size. They remind me of our 4 old ballast sharks that were 16 inches long. This guy is pushing 15 inches. He is one that impressed us, so we told everyone we're going to go ahead and put him in our display tank, and he's going to go ahead and live out his life in this 1,800 gallon tank. He actually came to us upside down. Jerry called me. He's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's wrong with the fish. I'm like, what is it? He said it's a ballast shark. I'm like, well, the bigger the ballast shark, when they're in transport, they normally flip upside down because of stress. Put them right into the tank, put extra aeration in there, and he should go ahead and right himself. Within an hour, he was back upright. He actually had a fatty sac above his eye. You see that little white dot there? That was actually popping out about 10 times the size. From them jumping around the tank, actually hurt his eye and his fat sac popped out. But just given enough time and no stress, it has gone back in, and that will be gone in no time. So we are comfortable with moving him. He's going to go over here in this 1,800 gallon tank. So let's go ahead and grab him. All right, this is the spot that
he's lightning quick.
He is in a 110 gallon. Normally I wouldn't have put him in this tank, but we needed a tank that was completely empty. Because if we put him in a tank upside down, other fish would have 100% picked on him. So that drew out the 350 and the 240.
Oh,
got me.
Got me too. And the ceiling is dripping on me.
All right, look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that bad boy. There goes my hand on him. He is a beast. Let's get him in his new tank. All right. There goes the new guy. See him against the old fish.
He's not really that much bigger.
No, he's just taller and thicker.
There he goes.
Still a very, very large ballast shark. That thing is gorgeous. I mean, that thing has to be at least 10 years old.
He lost about 5 scales on his side.
Yep. They're sitting on the bottom of the tank.
The other side of that tinfoil barn?
Oh. Looks like he might have hit himself on the coral. I'm going to have to watch that.
Oh, where'd he go? I'm following the wrong one here.
He's up here.
There he is. Trying to get him in the crowd of the other ballast sharks.
All right, let's go move some other fish. All right, let's get this bad boy first. Oh, let's get him. Oh, look at that. My most expensive fish that I have ever purchased in my life, just dangling in a net. That is crazy. All right, into the 580. My dad was opening up the tanks. There we go, Mr. Goonch. Wow, look at you, buddy. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous fish. Now he is in here with this giraffe catfish, this high shine arrow, albino arrow, 5 tinfoil barbs, this Vitatus tiger. There's Mr. Lone Star right there. Look at that, is an awesome Australian lungfish. Absolute perfect specimen. All of his feet are there, none short, tail comes to a point. Absolute gorgeous fish, and now he is joined by that awesome goonch. Oh, there's also a red-tailed giant gourami back there, and an albino Asian red-tailed catfish. Okay, so we are doing this so we can empty out this quarantine tank finally. Next up on the block, we've got this PAIRAEBA catfish. Oh, he's gonna be a problem. Calm down, buddy. So you really don't want him freaking out too much, because he will bash himself against the tank, and that's what you don't want. He'll then mess himself up. This is a true Brachyplatystoma filamentosum with the long streamers. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right, he is biting onto that net. Look at him. All right, buddy, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Keep him over the tanks, away from the monster pond. Up and in this tank he goes. There you go, buddy. All right, did that with minimal damage. Those nips in his fins were there. We've been trying to grow them back. He did not bite off any or knock off any of his tail streamer or his whiskers. Didn't damage any of his fins. Nice. That's why I absolutely love these soft nets. This one came from Aquascape. Greg Whitstock gave it to us. But they're very, very small mesh holes. The catfish arms do not get stuck on it. So it is pretty freaking awesome. So we just have to keep an eye on his tail streamers for both of these catfish and make sure no one gets bitten off. But I have high hopes because lungfish isn't messed up. That catfish is perfect. The giant gourami has both of his bottom, you know, what do you want to call it? The streamers or his tentacles off the bottom of his fins. The arowana have their barbels. All their fins are perfect. So I really have no concern with it, but we definitely are going to keep a hefty eye out for these guys. All right, we got my little helper out here in the fish room looking all cute and stuff, you know, cheering on Dad. Thank you. She knows she wants to man all the nets, but we definitely have to keep an eye on her. We don't want her getting slobbered with fish water. All right, we've got this last peacock bass to move. Now, I am moving multiple fish into this tank at the same time because I don't want one fish being the new fish and being picked on. All right. Coming through. All right. So I wanted to add a couple. Oh, we got some water on the lens. Sorry, we'll fix that here in just a second. Now, sometimes you have that dealing with monster fish. And we're back. There goes that azul peacock bass. Look at that beautiful blue coloration. He is awesome looking. So now we've added in the goonch, the PAIRAEBA, and this bass. So I really don't see a problem with anyone in here. This is a 10-foot by 3-foot tank. It is fed by the monster pond. But there are a few fish in here I can take out if I want to, like these two arowana. We can bump up to the 1,000 if we so want. But I think this is a perfect amount of fish for this tank, and I think everyone will get along. There's enough hides and corners. Everyone can call their own spot home. The lungfish and the giraffe like to hide behind there. The Asian redtail over here. So the goonch can take the far left side, or the PAIRAEBA and the goonch can take the far right side. And I can even add in a couple more decorations. But he doesn't even seem phased at all. He is back to slow breathing and enjoying himself. And the PAIRAEBA came in breathing fast, and he's already slowed back down. Even that azul bass just came out the net, and he is looking fantastic. All right, so now we have this 150 back open. I'm going to move this lungfish to a smaller tank so we can use this tank as a quarantine for larger fish.
Do you remember when he came in, how messed up he was?
He was terrible. Now he is back to perfect condition.
Yep. Amazing recovery on him.
And he is up for adoption. If anyone is interested, I actually have 2 lungfish that are up for adoption.
Look how long
this
his arms
guy
are.
2 foot and a monster 3-foot lungfish as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We got to move around a bunch of monster fish. Some went into display tanks, some went into their grow out tank until they can get about you know, 2 foot, 30 inches, and then we start really breeding them monster fish. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll catch you in the next video. As always, stay fishy, my friends.